So in this video, I'm going to talk about the new let and const keywords in ES6 or ES2015. And what I'm going to show is an example of how they differ from var. So let's go ahead and see how var kind of works today. So I'm just going to make a block of code, and I'm going to put some stuff in here, and I'm going to say, hey, var x equals test. And then down here, I'm going to try and use this, and I'll say x. So I've got an editor here, and I've got a file open. I'm going to write the file. Whoops. And then what I'm going to do is come over here to my console and run this application in Node. And I'm using Node version 6.10.2. So this should have all the new ES6 stuff in it. So we're going to go ahead and run this. And you're going to see, even though I declared this inside of a block, the way that var works, it gets hoisted to the top of the current functional scope, and it will become available. So that var x equals test is available. Now, what happens if we change the keyword to something like let? So let and const are also used for variable declaration. Let and const are more fine-grained because let can let you redefine variables, whereas const is more of a constant declaration system, so you can only define something or assign something to a const variable once, but they essentially are doing the same thing. They're letting you define variables. And you're going to see my linter can already tell this is a problem because it knows I'm not using this in the right scope. And if we go ahead and try to use this in the same way that we used var, you see x is not defined because x is block scoped when you use let to declare it. And as soon as you go out of that if block, it's gone. And it's going to work the same way with const. So let's write that. And then if I do that, you can see it's going to work the exact same way. Whereas if we went back to var, all these linter errors are going to go away and everything's going to run just fine. And what you would expect if you come from a different kind of C style language like Java or C++ or C Sharp even, what you're going to expect is that things are block scoped, whereas var being hoisted and being functional scoped is actually not what you would expect. So I think going forward, almost everybody's going to be using let and const for everything, and var is going to fall by the wayside. So, all right, thanks for watching.